Boom shakalaka, why a bullish December for Bitcoin is almost guaranteed, and why we may be in for an 8-year bull run. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including could we be in for an 8-year bull run and Bitcoin's next likely moves. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, it helps out so much. Now, today, fear and greed at 75, up from yesterday's 74 and last week's 60s. The overall market down 0.5% today. Bitcoin at 41,492, Ethereum at 21.94, BNB at 228, XRP 61 cents, Solana $59, Cardano 40 cents, Dogecoin 8 cents, and Tron 10 cents. And Bitcoin, after following this line of support for about a month, has taken off, found some resistance roughly around 41.5. But if we take a look in history, when Bitcoin has a bullish October and November, every time has a bullish December, almost every time. There's one time where that did not happen, but pretty much every time, almost guaranteed, bullish October, November, well, bullish December as well. We could be in for another absolutely massive month. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at the fear and greed index, we are right now at 74 out of 100 on the way to extreme greed. I was actually wondering today when looking at the fear and greed index, wow, this has been a long time in greed. Well, if we take a look at extreme greed, this bright green, that's generally when markets tend to move up very, very dramatically, very, very steep. Well, we could be on the verge of that about to happen. Now, if we take a look, interesting turn of events. Bitcoin and gold move sharply in opposite directions. Bitcoin's going up, gold is going down. And as I mentioned earlier in the beginning of this episode, we may be in for an 8-year-long rally. Why? Well, very likely the first commodity ETF was the SPDR Spider Gold Trust. It provided a simple way for investors to access gold in their portfolio. When it launched, right back here in November 2004, gold went on an 8-year rally with no single down year between 2005 and 2012. So, could we potentially be in for the same thing? Might it be starting already as people are selling their gold and buying Bitcoin in getting ready for the Bitcoin ETF, spot ETF approval? Could we have an 8-year-long rally until 2031? When Bitcoin's worth roughly $30 million per Bitcoin? Could that happen? Absolutely. Now, based on these signals right here, the Chinese 10-year over DXY and also the volatility index right down here, when both of these form the green dot, when they have their peaks, well, historically, Bitcoin peaks happen within 4 to 10 months from now. So far, we are about 2 months from that happening. That would mean we could have something, a top, within roughly 2 months to 8 months from now. Could be anywhere from roughly January, February until August. So could be very exciting for Bitcoin. We also see a shift in global liquidity with the combined M2 money supply back on the rise. This correlates very heavily with Bitcoin price rises as well. And we just recently broke out of a consolidation phase that was going on for quite a while, very similar to the consolidation phase in November, December of 2020. Should this push the price up, well, that could put the price to the roughly $80,000 area. We also had a bounce off of the POC line twice, which happened before twice. And this is the third time in a row that's happening right before major parabolic moves. Now, where could this be headed? Well, the mid-cycle Fibonacci phases, phase 4 to phase 5. Right now, phase 4 is 36, which we just recently broke through. Phase 5, mid-cycle top, is $45,000, which we are approaching very, very quickly should we break that 41.5. And if we do break that area, there is another level which we could happen to pretty quickly. The bull run's activated anytime price is above the MA200. We've been above that for a little while now, but the top of this sideways megaphone right here is roughly around $80,000, and oftentimes they break through to the top. So 80,000, maybe a little pause before, I don't know if you see this here, but we have a shoulder, a big head, a little inverted shoulder right there, and then that could push the price up, another I don't know, a lot from that territory. So that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.